Good morning, everybody. The Morning Show, Info Spot 411 YouTube channel. I hope everybody is doing terrific today. On tap today, I got some good news stories and some great topics. Twitter is being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission. Yes. I'm going to talk about as a topic here, not only what happened, the news of it, but my personal experiences from this, the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis. Today, I have also a funny news story out of Rhode Island. This is hysterical. What else? A new drug has come out. It's a nasal spray. It's an anti-suicidal drug, and it's actually the first time ever. It's a nasal spray. I'm going to go over this, and it's going to be a little different news story. It's very interesting. I'll leave it at that here. But yeah, there's a new nasal spray that's for to prevent suicide. So anyway, I'll get to that. Oh, welcome, PB the Cool. Thank you. I'm just going over some of the stuff I have on tap here for the morning show. Thank you for joining me. Another fun topic I got here, stuff you didn't plan on buying that you purchased, that you bought. I was at the store a couple days ago and there was something I didn't plan on buying, but when I saw it, I had to get it. So I'll tell you about it. It'll be a fun little topic for us to talk about. Something else that came to my mind, and it'd be a fun topic too, is significant days in our lifetime. So yeah, this is going to be something great to talk about. I'm going to drop a video spoiler on my next video coming up. Hey, thank you for coming. Hold on, I got to read it here. Oh, okay, 78 VAVO. Thank you for coming. I have my glasses on, so any rate, where am I here? Oh yeah, so we'll get into some general conversation. I'm going to talk about, I would deem a troll on my channel, and this troll was dumb enough to leave a very nasty comment. So I'm going to deal with this troll as far as I reported it, him or her to YouTube, and just something stupid he did, and I'll get into that later in the show. Where am I here? Oh, a couple things before I start the show here as people are coming in, and we'll get into the topics and some of the fun stuff to talk about. My email address again it's on my YouTube channel, and the About tab is infospot411@yahoo.com. If you want to ask me a question or tell me something in private, whatever, just hit me up. I got an email address. That's how you can get a hold of me. We will be networking as more people come in here. I highly encourage it. If you see somebody you don't know, do a genuine networking. What I mean by that is not sub for sub. That is going on their channel, subscribing, watching one of their videos in full, okay? Then leave a nice like and a comment. That's called networking, because that's what you want somebody to do when they come to your channel. So we're going to do genuine networking all throughout my morning show here. Oh, how can I forget the best part? I will be doing another tribute video for everybody here on the live, okay? The only thing is I'm going to do a roll call later in the show. So all you have to do is stick and stay. You're going to get in the tribute video. I tend to go off of, not all the time, okay? But sometimes I go off of the feedback I get. You know, what works, what doesn't work, what's good, what's not good. And I have got a ton, figuratively speaking, a ton of positive feedback about the 2 tribute videos I did. So, hey, why not do another one? And I'll try to put some different music in there, you know, make it a little different. But at any rate, I will be doing a tribute video. All you have to do is stay on my live. I'm going to do a roll call a little later in the show. And if you're here when I do the tribute video roll call, you're in it, baby. That's right. I feel sad for YouTube. Oh yeah, that's right, PB the Cool. I'll say this. I'm not going to call out any channel, but if you go on my last video, the Battle Vision sunglasses product review, PB the Cool, you'll see the little nasty comment I got, and he or she is quite stupid by doing this, but I'll be dealing with this YouTuber. Like I say, the first thing I did is I reported he or she left 2 of these comments on 2 of my videos, and I reported one of them as a harassment, and that's just one thing I have in my arsenal to deal with. But I'll just put it this way. I don't take the threats too well, but you can see what I'm talking about if you go on my Battle Vision sunglasses video and just go in the comment section. But YouTube is like, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, a number of things, you got all kinds of people, just like in everyday life. You got some people that have some serious issues, whether they're mental issues or whatever it is. So anyway, yeah, I just referred to this person as a troll. So, but you could see what I'm talking about on my Battle Vision sunglasses product review in the comment section. Got a troll I'm dealing with. I'm just reading your comment, PB the Cool. Yes. Anybody who's here, where I got 4 people in the chat, PB the Cool's comment is a very great comment, and it's right on the money. Like I say, networking we're not doing sub for sub. Networking is going on someone else's channel, watching at least one of their videos in full, subscribe to their channel, drop a like and a nice comment to let him or her know you were there. That's genuine networking, because you would want that on your channel. So that's what we do here. I encourage genuine networking, going on someone else's channel, again, watch a video in full, drop a nice like and comment, and subscribe, because that's what you want on your channel. So that's what we do here. I discourage sub for sub, as YouTube doesn't allow that either. Any rate, yeah, we will be networking. So yeah, if you see someone else, yeah, check out their channel and show some love. Oh, hello. Thank you for coming. Yep. Okay, I got 5 people in here. Let me get a sip of my Red Bull, my wake up, and then I'm going to get into this first news story. It's kind of interesting. Twitter is in big trouble again, and they're being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission. I so much here try, but it reopens. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 078. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Okay, let me get into my first news story. This was interesting. I got this. Well, I get it, but I my article here, I'll bring it a little closer. I got everything highlighted. This is out of Bloomberg, Bloomberg.com. Now, this is in a number of different Associated Press websites. Anyway, here, let me read this here and get into it. Twitter, everyone knows who Twitter is, and is being investigated by the FTC for alleged misuse of user data. Wow. Okay. Twitter's being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission. I'm reading a news article here for allegedly privacy violations. Another setback for the company that has struggled in recent years to protect private user data and account security. Wow. The FTC is probing the company for using phone numbers uploaded for security purposes to target people with advertising, and potential violation of a 2011 consent decree in which Twitter agreed to better protect personal data. The company said Monday in a regulatory filing, the probe may lead to possible loss of $150 million to $250 million, the San Francisco-based company said. Woo! Yeah. The matter remains unresolved and there can be no assurance as to the timing of the terms of the final outcome, Twitter said. Twitter's 2011 statement to the FTC, wow, wait till you hear this, 2009 hack of the social media platform that allowed intruders to send out phony messages from any account, among other issues. Under the settlement, the company also had to honor users' privacy choices and faced fines as much as $16,000 per violation. That's 16,000 US dollars per violation of the order in the future. The FTC said at this time, that's the Federal Trade Commission. And it goes on here. Oh, Twitter's shares, that's their stock on the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. It doesn't specify which one, but anyway, it's their stock shares fell 1% in extending trading after closing at $36.39. Oh, here it is in the New York Stock Exchange. The stock has gained 14% overall this year. Then it just goes into a lot of boring stuff, their quarterly financial statements, but they got hurt a little bit. This article is from, I'm getting the date here. Where is this thing? I think it was July 31st or August 1st. It was somewhere in here. I printed this thing up, by the way, but I had to write this here. It's got all these stinking ads on here, and it's the way it printed up. But anyway, yeah, Twitter has been in trouble before, and they're getting in trouble again for not protecting people's personal information, as well as when people have given their email addresses and their phone numbers and whatnot. It's coming out that Twitter is taking this information and using it for their own financial purposes, meaning that they're giving it to like people for advertising and whatnot. So that's a big problem, and I'll be paying attention in the Associated Press what's to come. I think there's going to be more to come out of this story here about Twitter under investigation from the FTC. Now, that's one thing that I really hate, and I want to talk about why I brought this news story up is when I've ordered stuff online or registered for some websites before in the past, it's like, we need your phone number. What the hell do you need my phone number for? Okay. I can understand eBay or Amazon. I get that you're dealing with money and transactions, but the true reason they want it is not to say, oh, we want to confirm that you're not a bot and you are who you are. Yeah, PB the Cool. Yep, exactly. What caught my interest with this story about Twitter being in trouble and misusing people's data with the FTC is I highly suspect a lot of this how should I say, mischievous nonsense goes on. And I'll give you a great example. I do Facebook, and I'm not on Facebook too much, but anyway, this is a true story. It happened to me. I mentioned before, I'm a big bowler. I like to go bowling. That's one of my hobbies. And it was about a year ago. So at any rate, I'm on a website, and it's a legit website, bowlingball.com. I mean, they got all the products there, bowling balls, the shoes, the bags. Oh, yeah, thanks, PB. I love bowling. It so sucks with this virus. I haven't been out bowling lately. Wrapping up my story here real quick, tied into this Twitter news story. So at any rate, I'm on bowlingball.com looking at some accessories like bags and other bowling accessories and junk. Okay. And I didn't have my Facebook up or anything. I was on my cell phone just killing time at work for a half hour. About 2 or 3 hours later, I went on my Facebook to check my account and a few things. And lo and behold, what pops up is section with my Facebook, bowlingball.com. Now, why all of a sudden it's never popped up before, but now it pops up because I was on there before. See, there's something there. It might have been Facebook and I think I was logged out of Facebook too. But what I'm getting at is that's one thing I don't like, and I believe Facebook and Twitter is the same company, are involved in a lot of this mischievous type of stuff going on as far as giving your phone number, your email addresses, your information to other advertisers, and then they probably get money, on the side. I know they do have that deal where when someone advertises through the Facebook and they get a sale, Facebook gets a percentage of that. But any rate, yeah, Twitter's in hot water with the Federal Trade Commission for these type of illegal practices. So I'll be paying attention in the Associated Press for sure to see what comes with this Twitter news story being investigated by the Federal Trade Commission. And I think it's a good thing, if you tell people, hey, we want your phone number and your email address and so forth to confirm that you're someone legit to get an account here with Twitter or whatever, then that should be kept private. That's what I'm under the understanding of. Any rate, does anybody else have any comments before I move on here about the news story here with Twitter being under investigation by the Federal Trade Commission? No? Okay. Well, we'll move on here. My next story, let me just get a sip of my Red Bull here. The Flint, Michigan water crisis, okay? Actually, was in 2016. My thought is it's so crazy how it's changing. Oh, yeah, I agree, PB the Cool. Yeah, I totally agree. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that tomfoolery and how should I say, shady stuff that goes on, online. And that's why I'm not big on having too much social media, and I'm not big on getting registered with a lot of different websites and stuff, and giving all my information out. I don't like that. Most definitely. Anyway, I'm going to move on here. I want to talk about the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis. Now, some of you may have know a little bit about this, or you might have heard about it. Maybe you don't know anything about it, but I'm also going to share my own personal experiences. I live just outside Detroit, Michigan, and I used to live, 2004 to 2007, just outside Flint, Michigan. And I have personal close friends of mine that live in the city of Flint that were affected by this, and I'll share some of my stories here. Any rate, let me read some information about this to bring you up to date here as far as what happened and why it happened. And then I'll get into some of my personal stuff with the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis. Okay. Now, this is from Wikipedia. I'm going to give you a timeline, what happened, why it happened. Okay. The Flint, Michigan water crisis was a public health crisis that initially started in 2014 after the drinking water source from the city of Flint, Michigan was changed. In April of 2014, Flint changed its water source from treated Detroit Water and Sewage Department water sourced from Lake Huron and Detroit River. It came from, they had a contract with the city of Detroit. They were getting the filtered water from the city of Detroit, which came out of Lake Huron and the Detroit River, to the Flint River. Officials failed to apply proper safety measures for the water that came from the Flint River, which they went to. As a result, lead from aging pipes leached into the water supply, leading to extremely elevated levels of high metal toxins and exposing over 100,000 residents to elevated lead levels. A pair of scientific studies proved that the lead contamination was present in the water supply. Now, basically what happened was the city of Flint, what's not in this Wikipedia, okay, the city of Flint, Michigan, people were drinking water with lead in it. Now, what this leaves out a little bit, and I'll give you some more information here in a second with this Wikipedia. It's factual, but it's what it's not putting in there. Well, it doesn't have. Anyway, Flint, Michigan was in a bankruptcy and a budget crisis, okay? And they were on a contract with the city of Detroit getting good, clean, filtered water from the city of Detroit, and they didn't have the money to renew the contract for another year to 2 years because they had a pipeline that they were in the middle of working on and getting water from the Great Lakes over to Flint instead of having to pay Detroit. So they were caught in a bind. And at this time, the city of Flint was under an emergency manager who was appointed by the governor or former governor, Rick Schneider. And Rick Schneider appointed an emergency manager, and the emergency manager and the city council were calling the shots. So at any rate, what they decided to do was there's a Flint river that goes through the city of Flint. They called the Flint River. So they decided in the brain scheme idea, we'll just tap into this Flint River, do a quick filtration, and boom, we'll use that until we get this pipeline finished. And this way, we don't have the money for the city of Detroit, and we won't have to try to work out a deal. The problem lies is there's a movie called Roger Me by Michael Moore. The city of Flint, Michigan, it was back in the 70s and 80s. They had like over 20 some factories of General Motors, the car company. Well, General Motors has dumped a lot of crap that is leached into that Flint River. And that Flint River, just about everybody knows up there in Flint, that water, it's a very polluted water. So without doing their homework much, yeah, it's a movie called Roger Me. It's all about General Motors left Flint, Michigan, and basically bankrupted that whole city. And this happened in the mid-'80s, and then they've been downhill since. And I lived up by Flint for 3 years. So anyway, wrapping this up real quick. So Flint, Michigan was caught in that bind. They didn't have the money to keep paying Detroit. They didn't get help from the former governor and the capital of Lansing. So what did they decide to do until they had this pipeline thing that was going to be finished getting water from the Great Lakes? They tapped in the Flint River, and they did a quick rush job of filtrating this water, but this water was polluted. So what ended up happening is when some organizations, after people noticed that the water was coming out brown when it first came out of their faucet, and then there was another major issue I'll talk about with that water, research and studies were done. Oh, thank you for coming. I'm talking about the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis. So at any rate, after a couple organizations, third-party organizations, tested this water, it came out with high lead levels. Well, what ended up happening is there was something they put in filtrating this water that was polluted, and it bleached, meaning it took a lot of these old pipes and it got the lead out of it, and it was coming right through the water. So it was a major problem in Flint. And I'll get into, in just a minute, I'm going to go over a couple more things on this. My personal experience when I was going up to Flint, helping out personal friends of mine, and just how bad it was. Anyway, before I get into that, I just want to give you the whole story of what happened, why it happened. Let me read a couple more things here on the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis here, where people had lead in their water. Okay, this is from theguardian.com, January 23rd, 2016. The decision to switch the city of Flint's drinking water source to the Flint River was pegged at a cost-cutting maneuver aimed at saving $5 million over a 2-year period. But almost 2 years and a massive lead contamination crisis later, that move and the other decisions not to treat the water supply already carry a financial price tag of $45 million and climbing. I'm just looking at the comments here. Oh, okay. So anyway, this is from another article about, you know, why they decided to switch. It was the money. Where is this from? Okay, this is from the Snoop's website. Without getting too much into it, what happened now, when this happened in January 2016, Barack Obama was president, and then it was a year later, Donald Trump took office as president. But basically, there is some misinformation. Both President Barack Obama and both President Trump took a big part in getting major money, federal financial money and aid from FEMA to the city of Flint, which helped out big time. President Barack Obama was kind of towards the end of his term in office and wrote the emergency bill and got it signed off to get let me look at how much money there was that got sent there. Oh, $558 million in relief money. Where is it? From the Snoops article. Yeah. So anyways, over $500 million the city of Flint got, and President Barack Obama signed the bill, but it didn't go into effect, and the money didn't get there till I think it was February of 2017. Oh, I'm sorry, March of 2017. So President Donald Trump signed off on that bill and made sure the money got to Flint. So both President Barack Obama and President Donald Trump took a part in getting federal financial aid relief money to the city of Flint. I just bring this up. I don't try not to get too much into politics, but on this 2016 Flint water crisis, a lot of people put their own twist and version and like to either blame President Barack Obama or, you know, they like to blame President Trump. And both of them played a role in getting help to Flint, Michigan at that time. And I'll get into here. Okay, next up, let me talk about with this Flint, Michigan water crisis, my personal experience here. Got to get a drink and wet the whistle. Okay, so when I first caught wind of what was going on in Flint, Michigan, this officially happened in January 2016, where everybody got aware because these organizations that had the testing done in the water and became public. But it was around September or August of 2015 that I caught wind of there was a major issue with the water. And what really took me back is a friend of mine up in Flint. She had a Facebook posting, and it had a video of a guy. I got one right here, for example. A guy took a Bic lighter just like this, lit it, put it right near the water, and the flame didn't go out right away. He literally had to put this in the water. He goes, "This is not normal." He goes, "Something's wrong." And then on top of it, what he showed at first, when he turned on his faucet, brown water came out. And then he went to another spot in his house and he said, "Hey, this isn't just something with my pipe here, my faucet, this kitchen sink." He went to a bathroom and turned it on, and the water came out brown. And it took a little while of running before it was normal. Excuse me. I just got to I talk a lot. Throat gets dry. My Snapple. Sorry about that. Okay. Any rate, so I saw this video on Facebook. All right. So I'm like, wow, what in the world is going on? And I called up a friend of mine, my friend Montez, who lives up in Flint. Oh, thanks, PB the Cool. Yeah, we all need to, hydrate. Anyway, getting back to my story. So after watching this video that this lady posted I know in Flint, was about a week or so later, I was talking to my friend Montez, who lives in Flint, Michigan. And I asked him about this. He goes, "Yeah, bro." He goes, "It's no secret up here. Don't drink the freaking water." I said, "Oh, wow." He says, and I forget, it was some months before, he said they switched over to the Flint River, And he says a lot of people around the neighborhoods, their water was coming out brown and it tasted funny and they don't drink the water. I said, oh, okay. So, yeah. And this was months before. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So this was months before the actual news officially broke about the 2016 water crisis, which the news broke on it in January 2016. So I was like, wow. So when the news did break, and I mean, it was like every day here in Detroit, and it started going around the country that there was lead in the water, and people were drinking this crap. And then when they dug deeper into this, when the news broke, that's when they found out that, oh wow, when they switched over to the Flint River and they put some treatment in this water and rushed it, then it was bleaching the pipes and they were getting lead in there. It was just a complete mess. And there's blame on both sides. Depending what news source you'll hear, they'll blame the former governor, and then another news source will blame the council and the emergency manager. And like I said, it was the money that they ran out and they came up with this brain scheme idea. But at that time in 2016, the Flint City Council and the former emergency manager did a commercial where they actually took glasses of water and they're like, this water is fine to drink. And they started drinking that water on a local news broadcast station. And they're like, oh, no, this water is fine. It's great to drink. So they're to blame for giving people this bad information that the water is safe to drink. And as well, the governor, I blame the former Michigan governor takes a big part of the blame, because what he did is he played point the finger, and he said, oh, it's the DEQ, it's this department, that department. Nobody notified me of what was going on. I would have put in some emergency bill package to pay the city of Detroit till the pipeline was finished. I would have did this. I would have did this. I would have did that. That's how you say, I would have did this. I would have did that. But you know what? At the end of the day, you are the governor of the state of Michigan. You have to take responsibility. You can't just sit there and point all your fingers. You know what? You collect the paycheck. You are the governor. You can't just sit here and throw other people on the bus and say, this department didn't let me know about this and this department didn't let me know about that. So the governor, along with the city of Flint council and the emergency manager, they all had a play in what happened and how everything went bad. We boil our water at home, but here having filters is the best. Never trust. Okay, all right. Wow, okay. Yeah, I have filters for our water, like where my refrigerator is, and where I get the water is we got one of those like Brita filters hooked up, so when the water comes through there, it goes through the Brita filter. So, at any rate, let me get a sip here. I'll finish this up. As this news breaks, and I'm like, wow. That they found out it was lead in the water, and a lot of these people were drinking this, and the warnings went out, don't drink the water. So anyway, the Army National Guard came in the city of Flint, and they went to the local fire stations, the fire station houses, and some of the schools in the parking lots, and they were giving out packs of free bottled water per resident. But what was not done right with this plan was it was one case of bottled water per person. Oh, thank you for coming. Talking about the 2016 Flint water crisis. So anyway, when the National Guard came in under the governor, the Army National Guard, because they fall under each state. So long story short, what they did wrong was they were only giving out one case of bottled water per person per day. Oh, you think, well, I'm single, no kids, so I could show up and let's say I got a fire station a mile from my house and get a free case of bottled water each day. Great, that's fine. Here's a problem. A lot of people didn't have transportation. Now you got the single mother with 2 kids, and she has to take her kids in the vehicle to get 3 cases of bottled water, because they would not do it for someone saying, oh, I got 2 kids at home. Like, well, we can only give it out per person. Now, if you have 2 kids or 3 kids in your car, this is what we're told. And so anyway, then they had to have neighbors helping each other and driving them to these fire stations to get sufficient drinking water. And then it comes out that it's not a safe idea to take a shower with this water that has lead in it, or take a bath. So you got to use bottled water to drink and cook until they get this problem resolved. So anyway, I also find out on the news, and I called a couple of my close friends who live in Flint, Michigan. I used to live in Mount Morris near it. And they're like, yeah, we're having to drive down to Auburn Hills, and we have to go up towards Saginaw to get bottled water. All those major stores are selling out of bottled water. And as soon as they get it in, it goes like this. And then they told me about, what's going on there. So I live near Detroit. So I went to a place called Costco, which is like Sam's Club. It's the big warehouse thing. And I bought up, I think, like each trip, as much as I could load, about $60 or $80 worth of bottled water in my car. And I just took it up to my friends. I can't save the world, but, if I can help some people and I'm able to financially in my time, I definitely will, without asking for any favor or anything in return. So for about three months, I was once a week at minimum going up and seeing some friends of mine, and I dropped them off 4 or 5 cases of bottled water, and and it was my friend Montez, another friend of mine, Shanique, and her boyfriend Jeffrey, which they're married now and doing well, which is awesome. And you wouldn't think first world countries would have. Yeah, it's a damn good point. Yeah, that's a really damn good point. So anyway, I took the water up to them, and I did this for 3 months because they worked and had money, but they would have to drive to get a stinking bottled water. And really, getting all this bottled water, that's a temporary bandage. We got a problem, Houston. We got water coming to our house with freaking lead in it. The last I read, by the way, on this, I believe it's something like 98% of the drinking water is safe to drink. It's been tested, and they fixed a lot of these pipes, and they're no longer using Flint River, the water out of the Flint River, thanks from federal aid money that came from the government that helped fix this situation. Oh gosh, a couple things I remember me personally from this Flint water crisis in 2016. I went over to my friend Montez's house, and I dropped off. He wasn't there at the time. He was at work. His family member was there, and I dropped off like 4 cases of bottled water. And these are from Costco, like these huge Ice Mountain 36 packs. And I still had a cup of my water, and she says I had to set them on in their family room floor because they were getting bottled water from other friends. And this was like after a month after it broke. So I'm on my way out of the neighborhood, and I still had a couple cases of bottled water in my trunk. And I just saw some guy walking there, out of his house down the driveway. And I just stopped my car. I says, "Hey, sir." And he looked and looked over at me. I said, "Can you use some bottled water?" "Oh, my God. Yes. Thank you. You have some?" I said, "Yeah." I popped my trunk, gave him a case, and, he couldn't stop thanking me. He was black, I'm white, but this is one of those issues, just people had to come together, man. It wasn't, this isn't a race issue, not a religious issue, so much a culture issue. It was just a very tragic situation that happened, affected everybody, with this water. And that's one thing I remember. And another story that did not make the news, I do remember, with this the 2016 Flint water crisis, I found out from my friends who lived there, the locals, is a lot of these local churches in the city of Flint, Michigan, the ones that they go to every Sunday throughout the years, and they make their donation and they support them. They didn't do a damn thing. The vast majority of these local churches in Flint, Michigan didn't do a damn thing for the people. All this time, some of these pastors and reverends and so forth, they're driving the Cadillacs and the nice cars, these neighborhood churches in Flint, Michigan. And when it came time to give back, they didn't do a damn thing. Yeah, it's true. At best, what they did, now I can't say every local church. I'm saying the vast majority. And this information is from firsthand talking to several different people I know in Flint. So they would put up lists, like if you can't get to the store somewhere, they had a list of volunteers that would drive. But the church itself, most of them didn't do a damn thing. There was one minister, it was a minister, and he ran like a soup kitchen attached to his church. And he took it upon himself to reach out to Walmart and other big corporations and getting water donations, and he would give it out to people in the community. So there was some good going on. But what ended up happening is a lot of people in the city of Flint had to go out to the suburbs of Flint, Michigan to get help from some of these churches and the community centers and places. So it woke a lot of people up, when some of that happened. There's good and bad that comes out of just about every tragic situation, and that's one of the things that happened. And I don't know how the hell did you put a price tag, when someone's been drinking water with lead in it? That's just, and of all places, I live here in Michigan. We're the Great Lakes state. I mean, I think the only place we have the biggest freshwater lake in the world other than Antarctica. And Antarctica has that buried way underneath the ice. So that was some of my personal experiences from the 2016 Flint, Michigan water crisis, and the facts of the situation and what happened. Maybe some of you remember it in the news if this is the first time hearing about it. That was a story I wanted to talk about and share. Let me take a look at the chat here. Oh, thank you for coming here. Was it L Blogs? Let me do this before I move on to my next topic. I'm going to do some channel drops here for everyone to network. And I got a few people in here I know real well. Let me bring up another YouTube window here, and I'm going to do some channel drops so we can network with each other. Okay, so give me 1 second here. All right, I'm going to do a few channel drops here. Paste, okay. All righty. Copy. All right, I'm going to get a channel drop right now. Boom. Okay. I'll get your channel here, ladies and gentlemen. So just give me a minute. I'm going to start getting your channel so you can, this will be an easy way to just network with each other. So if someone in here you're not subscribed to, do genuine networking, check out their channel again, watch one of their videos, drop a nice comment and a like. Do a full watch on one of their videos and subscribe, and they'll return the favor. Paste. Boom. Oh, thanks, PB the Cool. Let me do, I think I got one more in here. And I'll get PB the Cool. Okay. So I do thank everybody for showing up here. I'll get into some more topics and some fun conversation here. But we are networking on here, and so I'm going to get some channel drops going on. Copy. Oh, that's the Prophet I see. Okay, thank you for. Oh, awesome, awesome. Boom. And let me get PB the Cool. I'm going to do a roll call here in just a second for the tribute video. So don't go anywhere. In just a few seconds here, I'm going to make some notes, and I'm going to take a roll call to put you in the tribute video. Easy as that. Easy as that. Oops, I left the letter out. Let's try this again. Presto. Oh, here we go. PB the Cool. Oh, I like that. How you did a little different logo, PB the Cool, by the way. The black with the red PB in it. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I thank you guys for coming on my morning show here. Okay. Let me do this here real quick. I got my little notepad here. I got 5 people in here. I'm going to take a roll call. I'll do another one a little later for some other people that'll join me. Oh, I'm sorry, Nate Dogg. I didn't get you a channel drop. Hold on 1 second. I got to get Nate Dogg behind the camera, channel drop. And then I'm going to do a roll call here for the tribute video, and we'll get into some more fun conversation. Copy. 1 second, Nate Dogg. I'm going to get a channel drop on you here. Boom. Okay. And boom. Okay. All right, Nate Dogg. Here you go. Channel drop coming your way. So it's as easy as that to network with each other. If you don't know somebody, I got the channel drops right in there. Okay, right now I'm going to do a tribute video roll call. I'm going to go through here. I'm going to get you guys in. I'm going to take off my glasses here so I can see real close up. All right, I'm writing down your channel names here for the tribute video. Apostle, okay. All right, PB the Cool. Nate Dogg behind the camera. I'm going to get you in here. Okay, I got a couple others. I'm going to scroll up the chat here. Eshlin Mentor. ELISHA Mentor. I'm going to get you in the tribute video. Give me 1 second. I do ask, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so for me for the tribute video. It makes me easier to pull up your channel when I write it down if you're subscribed to me. If you don't want to subscribe to me and you're in on my live, I'll still put you in the tribute video. All I'd ask is just leave a comment below my live. You can say, hey, Ed, you're a jerk, but I still watch your live. My name's Ed. And I'll still put you in there. Anyway, yeah, either drop a comment if you're not subscribed to me or subscribe to me. Just it makes it easier for me to pull your channel up. Okay, let me finish this here. I'm taking roll call for the tribute video. You're going to be in it. OR. Okay, LELIT blog. I believe I'm reading that right. I'm putting you in here if you're still here with me. Lit blog. BLOG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 people here. I got 5 written down. I'll do another roll call here. I'm probably be on for another hour with the morning show. Let me get my glasses that glare with the lights. Okay. All right. I got a roll call right here. You're in the tribute video, and I'll do another roll call later. So some more people join me here in a little bit, and they stick and stay on the live broadcast. Just simple as that. All right. Thanks, Possum. Let me get a drink of my Snapple. We'll move on. I got some other stuff to talk about. Okay, next on tap here for the morning show. Oh, a funny news story from Rhode Island. Yes, let me get this. Let me put this, if there might be a little glare, I'll get a little closer. Associated Press. This is from July 31st, 2020. What? Associated Press. It was, anyway, let me read this to you. This is funny. Providence, Rhode Island. Rhode Island mistakenly sent more than 175 tax refund checks signed by Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse rather than the state treasurer collector's office. The Rhode Island Division of Taxation uses the signatures on test files, which were mistakenly printed on real checks sent out on Monday, a spokesperson told WPRI-TV. Yeah, so you get your tax check and it's signed by Walt Disney. Excuse me. I got to drink. I'm laughing. It's signed by Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse on it. Let me reread the rest of this. These were tax refunds for corporate sales and tax credits, mostly for businesses, reports WJR TV out of Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. The tax division has void the checks and will reissue new checks signed by the general treasurer and the treasurer's office or something like that. But anyway, where was this again here? Where is it? Oh, yeah. The checks were signed by Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. So this is something the treasurer's office did, I guess, is for testing. So like when they would get a new batch of checks or they want to run some samples, it'd be stamped, Walt Disney and have a Mickey Mouse thing on it. Well, somebody along the way made a big error and actual tax return checks went out signed by Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. Oh boy, I could see myself having some small business or even just Joe Blow expecting, like a $2,400 tax return check, let's say, coming. They're like, what in the hell can I do with this? It's signed by Mickey Mouse. And this is the state of Rhode Island. I mean, to make an error like that. Let me check the chat. I just, unbelievable, but yeah, funny. Can you try to do an evil laugh info? I don't know about an evil laugh. I laugh when something, it's just a reaction for me. When I hear about something funny or I see something funny, I laugh on it. But yeah, it is unbelievable. I don't know exactly an evil laugh. Maybe you could take my laugh and mix it up in a scratch, Nate Dogg. Anyway, yeah. Here's your tax return check. It's signed by Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney. Hey, stuff happens, man. Anyway, yeah, I when I was going through looking for some different interesting stories here for the my morning show, that caught my attention. Okay, moving on. Oh, this was interesting. And then I'll get into some topics. One more news story, and I'm getting into the topics here. Nasal spray approved for treating suicidal people. So, they have drugs on the market, like Prozac is one of them for people with depression and possible, suicide. Now they got a nasal spray that's been approved to help people with depression and suicide. Anyway, let me read this. It was interesting. This is dated August 3rd, 2020, and it's from the Medical Press. They're like a news website, but they mainly deal with medicine and medical stuff and all that. Yeah, a nasal spray of all things. Yeah, no more taking a pill to help you with your depression or someone who might be suicidal. Put away the Prozac. We got a nasal spray. Okay, let me read this article here to everybody. This is quite interesting. Johnson & Johnson, which everyone knows, they make all kinds of stuff, from Band-Aids and medicals, whatnot. Anyway, Sparivo, I have a hard time pronouncing this. I'll spell it out. Spravato. I've heard of that. I think it's a drug similar to Prozac. Sparivo, anyway, has been approved as the first antidepressant for actively suicidal people, as doctors are becoming increasingly concerned with the COVID-19 effect on mental health for Americans. So this drug has been approved in a nasal spray, especially, I guess, there's been an uptick with depression and suicide with the COVID-19. The Food and Drug Administration, that's the FDA here in America, approval means a quick-acting nasal spray will be available to people with suicidal thoughts and a plan to put them into action, the vice president of Johnson & Johnson said. And let me flip this over. Okay, this has been used by 6,000 people for treatment of recent depression since its approval in March of 2019. So that's probably like testing, before it hits the market for everybody. It was approved in March of 2019, and now it's going to be on the market for everybody to get prescriptions in America. This antidepressant, anti-suicidal nasal spray. Yeah. Part of the thinking behind the decision for this was it would act much quicker and could mean it would work differently than traditional antidepressant medicine, which could take weeks to kick in. So I guess this antidepressant medicine that'll help treat people that are suicidal and depressed will work a lot faster in a nasal spray versus taking like a pill of the Prozac or Spirivo. I think it's Spirivatol. This is the actual drug name, Spirivatol, that they're putting in a nasal spray. So that's the whole purpose behind it. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot quicker in the process and faster acting versus the traditional pills. This nasal spray. The data from the studies of the drug show may offer. Clinicals, a new way to provide support to, this means like doctors, a new way to provide support for patients quickly in the midst of an urgent depressive episode and help them and set them on a path to remission. So I guess this is going to, like I said, they're going on here in the news article, it's going to be a lot faster acting, and this could save lives and prevent someone from committing suicide a lot quicker than the traditional pills. Okay, and the last part here I highlighted. America has been in the throes of suicide crisis even before the pandemic. That's the COVID-19 pandemic, with the rate rising 30% from 1999 to 2016. Wow. So the suicide rate is rose in 30% from 1999 to 2016. They get a little more into the numbers and research development. Let me check the chat, but that's interesting. So there's going to be a new antidepressant suicidal medicine by Johnson & Johnson, Spirivo, and it'll be in a nasal spray, and I guess it's going to save lives and work a lot better for some people versus traditional medicine, the pills. Let me check the chat. Wonder how it's supposed to work. People start depending on them, will end up as a drug. So many people are addicted. Yeah. Thanks, people. Cool. Apostle. Yeah, a lot of people, that's a whole nother topic, how we've become a drug nation, and it's not just America, Canada, across Europe, everywhere. My personal opinion, I'm not totally opposed to drugs, especially stuff that helps people. A lot of people, their lives depend on blood pressure medication and as well as some of the antidepressant medication. But one of the downfalls of it, there's pros and cons to just about everything in life, is they become so dependent on this stuff. Yeah, it's nice when you have a drug, for example, let's say Prozac, and it keeps somebody from committing suicide, or it just simply helps them function in everyday life. Oh, thank you for coming, Wyatt. So I guess this new Spirivo, it's going to be an anti-suicidal medicine here in a nasal spray. Let me get the article so you can see it from the medical press. That, hey, if it saves lives and helps people function in everyday life, suffer from depression, yeah, I'm all for it. Like I say, nothing's perfect, but yeah, that is a valid point that, a lot of people get dependent on these drugs. At first, it helps them, but then they develop a really strong dependency and they can't get off it and they got to function on it. But I don't know. I mean, there's pros and cons to it. That's my thoughts. Doesn't mean I'm right. That's kind of just my opinion on that. But yeah, you do have a valid point, Apostle. Oh, thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. I was mentioning earlier when I started my broadcast, by the way, and I'll get on my next news story here, Wyatt. I had a troll on my YouTube channel, and he or she was dumb enough to leave a comment Oh, thanks, Apostle. My last video on the Battle Vision sunglasses, I do a review. You can go in my comment section. You do it. Apparently, this individual was upset that I haven't watched one of their videos in a while, and they threatened me, or the individual has this YouTube channel. Long story short, threatened me that if you don't start watching my stuff, I'm going to dislike bomb your videos and blah. So I just reported that channel and that comment to YouTube. It's there for you to take a look at, because that YouTube channel was dumb enough to leave that comment on 2 different of my videos. And I'll just say this, okay? I could have a boatload of dislikes on my live stream or my video. Let me tell you something. If you're watching this channel, you watch this later, you're dumb enough to give me the watch time, fine. But here, let me just give you some facts here. Okay, I'm not new to the block with YouTube. You leaving dislikes doesn't affect me, doesn't affect my channel. It won't even faze me in my efforts to achieve my goals on YouTube. Okay. 2 big things YouTube looks at. Well, just 2 of them, not the only. They look at my watch time. They look at my subscriber count. And they, as well, a big third thing I should say is what YouTube also looks at. Okay. Yeah, you're right, people are cool. YouTube looks at, your account standing over the past so many months. Like, you haven't had copyright problems. You haven't had your channel reported for violating policies. One of the last things YouTube gives a rat's ass about is your likes and dislikes on a video. So I'm leaving a comment there for people to see. You know what? Go knock yourself out with a dislike. I could do one of these live streams and just take off the like, dislike. I'll say this. I appreciate everybody that comes in here and likes my live stream and my videos. If you want to approach me, okay, and this is just in general, all you had to do is leave a nice comment and just say, hey, it's been a while since I heard from you. I enjoy your video. I hope all is well. Just something like that. You know what I would do? I would probably go over your channel and watch a few of your videos, and I'll give that love back. But I don't take well to people that threaten me. But hey, if anybody wants to drop some dislikes, go ahead, because it's meaningless. It's meaningless. I'm just bringing this up here, talking about a YouTube troll, and I'm going to leave your comment for everybody to see, But too many people don't understand what's important when it comes to your YouTube channel, and it's not too important getting likes, dislikes. Okay, I'll go a little further with this, just a little off. I mentioned this before in the video. I appreciate everybody who likes my videos in my live streams. Oh, yeah. Let me put show here, Prophet. Yes, it is. It is, Apostle. Yes, they will, PB the Cool. That's why I reported it as harassment. So YouTube's going to have that comment. And this YouTube channel left this comment on 2 different of my videos. So I left one up in that Battle Vision, and the other one in another. It was a live stream I had, a prior live stream. I reported that, and it was removed, and YouTube's going to get it. And the other one I'm leaving up, and YouTube can look at it. But in the overall picture, people don't understand this with the YouTube. That is so not significant. Likes and dislikes can affect you in a certain way. It helps, like doing a live broadcast and someone comes in and gives you likes, and it gives that exposure. But I don't get too caught up into it. This brings up another thing, and I'll just say this because I'm always one, I want to be honest and blunt. Whether I'm doing a video or a live broadcast here, when people come in, what I always do and what should be done, you welcome somebody on your live broadcast. You don't approach somebody, say, oh, Wyatt, I see you're on. Oh, I see you're here now. Make sure you like up my broadcast. Give me a like. Hey, you're over there. Give me a like. No. That to me is one of the biggest turnoffs. When someone comes in, and especially when they drop a comment and let it be known that they're watching your live broadcast, you show appreciation. Oh, hey, Wyatt. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking out my live. You know, hey, PB the Cool. Hey, Apostle. Thanks for coming to my live. I appreciate you guys being here. That's how you approach it. I hate it when I go on a live and the first thing that's said to me is, "Oh, Info Spot, you're here. Like up my live broadcast. Give it a like. You're here. You're here." I got trolled with 20 dislikes and they were removed. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Apostle. That's interesting to know. Okay. So, at any rate, even when I do some of my videos, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, I know if you watch my videos, I don't start off my YouTube videos saying like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Okay. It is proven it's important to mention to subscribe to your channel in your video. It helps, okay? But if some of you have watched my videos, if you notice what I do, I don't tell people what to do. I thank them. A lot of times, if you see, when I'm in my video, I say, hey, I like to thank all my subscribers, and I truly appreciate people giving me a like, dropping those nice comments, and watching my videos. Man, you guys are awesome. Just and it's sort of along those lines. But that's the proper approach when you're doing a video or live broadcast. Be grateful and don't approach somebody right off the bat and telling them to like up your broadcast and like this and that. You know, that will come. So anyway, those are my thoughts, you know, on the situation of the matter. Just a little rant here. Let me recheck the chat here. That's interesting to know, Apostle. Yes, Apostle, I agree with you so much. You know, but I like I say, hey, Prin Victor, hello, thank you for coming. Anyone who tells me, hey, I gave you a like for your broadcast, I'm going to thank you big time. Believe me, I'm going to thank you big time. But yeah, I'm right with you, Apostle. But anyway, that's my little rant, my talk about some troll on my YouTube channel. So hey, it is what it is, whatever. What else do I got going on here? Next up. Okay, let's get in. That was the last news story. I got some fun topics here. Next on tap here. Let me get my sheet here. I wrote this down. Okay, this is something that happened a couple days ago to me. All right, this is stuff you buy at the store that you didn't plan on buying. And I got an item over here. So anyway, I was at this local store in Detroit, Michigan area called Myers. It's like Walmart's. They have groceries, general merchandise and stuff. And I had to pick up a few things. So as I'm walking through, I noticed this. Let me bring this. One of my favorite movies, Scarface with Al Pacino, the gold edition. But I have Scarface on DVD. I burned it off of, I think, HBO or Showtime. But the regular DVD, this is the Blu-ray. High definition, the sound and picture quality, way better than a regular DVD. So what did it probably cheaper on Amazon. Was it? Oh, $14.99. So $15. I'm sure this is probably a little cheaper on Amazon. But anyway, as I was going through the store, I had no intentions of purchasing a Blu-ray or a DVD. I was in there to get a few items. But when I saw this, I was like, wow, the gold edition. So I flipped it over on the back. And part of the special features is they have like a little documentary and interviewing all the actors, you know, like the Al Pacino and the other actors that were in this movie. Yeah, it is a great legendary movie for sure. So anyway, it was one of those things. I had no intentions of buying it, but when I saw it and then it caught my attention, the gold edition, and I said, you know, I don't have this in a Blu-ray. I got to have it in a Blu-ray. So I flipped it over and I looked at some of the special features, and I watched part of this movie last night before I got too tired. I'm going to definitely watch that documentary on the movie Scarface. And when I put it in, man, it was just so awesome to watch this in that high definition and whatnot. But anyway, what I wanted to ask you guys is, I thought this would be kind of a fun little topic to talk about. If you can put it in the chat, what's something that you tend to buy, or something that you have purchased when you went in a store you didn't intend on buying, where you're walking through and it just caught your attention, like this Blu-ray movie, Scarface, the gold edition, caught mine, and it's like, oh man, I want that. I'm getting it, buying it. But you had no intentions whatsoever to get that. I'm sure, there's once in a while you've gone in a store and these are the 2 or 3 things I got to get. And then you saw something like, man, I got to get that. Wow. And you end up buying it, It happens to all of us. But yeah, I was just thinking of that because I did that a few days ago. There's MacBook Pro. Okay. Yeah, PB the Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm more of a Microsoft and Dell guy. Apple makes terrific stuff. But that's happened to me before when I've gone in Best Buy, especially with software and stuff. I end up getting something I didn't intend on buying. Hey, MacBook Pro, yeah. But yeah, I thought about that, and that's just something I think that, it happens often where you don't intend on buying something and boom, it catches your eye and you see it and you purchase it. Used to be in the games when I still had okay, when you had a console Apostle. All right. As you bring that up with the Games Apostle and MacBook Pro, I'll say this before I forget. I have a really cool like virtual casino game. And when I first tried it, I had a TV behind me. If I flip the computer on, you'll see it. I used it in my broadcast for that live broadcast on Mars. But it had a bad reflection and when I moved out of the way, it was too far away. But anyway, I got the information on the software, and there's 2 ways I could go about this with this casino game. I can do my broadcast with the actual computer screen, and I'll have my picture in the corner doing the game. I might do it that way. Or they have, like, here, I got this sheet. It's pretty much like a green screen, but I can do the background with the video game, which I've seen some people do. And I'm sitting, I can minimize my picture here in the corner and play it with everybody. But I'm going to, soon I will be doing a late night show, and it's just going to be a fun time. I'm going to just do a couple hours or more, depending on how many people are interested. And I'm going to bring up the casino game, and it's got these virtual slot machines. I mean, like, 50, I think there's 50 different slot machines, from the traditional ones to the video game slots to craps, roulette, poker, the horse racing. It's really, really cool. But I'm going to be doing that soon for a late night show broadcast, that casino game, and just have fun. I'm not particularly a gamer. Now, I do enjoy watching a lot of like video game videos. Like people do videos with their video games. Oh yeah, Apostle, this thing is cool. It's almost like you take your mind and your body, and it's like getting caught up in a really good movie, but you feel like you're in Atlantic City or Las Vegas, man, with this virtual casino game. But I just got to get the software, monkey with it, have everything set, and I'm going to do it one night coming up. And depending on the response, I can do it a second or third time once in a while and just have fun. But with the video games, I don't really have a PlayStation or Xbox, but I enjoy watching that. God, what's that one? The 2 games I enjoy watching on YouTube is the Call of Duty, and there's some different Call of Duty games. Those are fun to watch. And I like that. Oh man, there's a Wild West game. It's like a Western video game, and the special effects. It's on PlayStation or Xbox, and they put them up. It's so cool. It's like watching a Western movie. And that Carjack game. Dang, I forget the name of New Jack City, or is it called, or Carjack City? That Carjack game. That's a fun one to watch. And but anyway, yeah, I don't really have a PlayStation or Xbox. I would probably get bored after a while playing the thing. I mean, each is to their own, but I do enjoy watching some of the game videos. Oh, I love I'm a big bowler and I love football, NFL football. As you probably all know, I'm a big Bears fan. I do enjoy watching those EA Sports games, the Madden football, the hockey, and even, some of the other ones, whether it's soccer or baseball. But EA Sports really makes some cool freaking games, man. And but anyway, wrapping this up, yeah, I enjoy watching a lot of the video game stuff, even not much of a gamer. But I will have in the near future, I'm going to do a casino night broadcast where I'm going to bring up the casino game, and we're just going to have a blast playing it. It's really cool. What else do I have? Oh, I got one more topic here, and then I'm going to talk about my next video, and we'll do some general conversation, more networking. Let me bring this up. This is something else I thought about is fun to talk. Fun and interesting to talk about. Significant days in our lifetime. Now, I put 3 different examples I'm going to use, and I'm just curious if you guys want to put an example in here. Okay, first one up, a significant day in my lifetime. And what I mean by significant is 10, 20 years from now, we're going to remember that day. Oh, you got to go. Well, thank you for coming, Apostle. I appreciate you coming on my live. I really do. Getting back to the significant day in our lifetime, you remember this day and what happened. So like 10 years from now, you're going to say, I remember where I was and what I was doing when this such and such happened on this particular day in my lifetime. And these are memories that I have from it. So without further ado, my first one, I got 3 examples I'll give here, was in 2003. I live near Detroit, Michigan, and you can Google this. They had the Great Lakes power outage, the Great Lakes area power outage. There was a major power outage from Cleveland, Ohio, up through Michigan. I mean, almost as far up as Flint and out to Ann Arbor, but the whole lower eastern of the state of Michigan and the northwest part of the state of Ohio, all the power went out from 2.5 days to 3 days, depending which area you're in. And I remember I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and she says, hey, and she goes, I take it, did your power go out? And I'm like, I was laying in bed at the time, and I looked, I said, well, and this was during the day. I said, let me try it. Let me turn on my light. So I went to turn my light on, and says, yeah, I think it's out. My light's not coming on. She says, yeah, my power went out too. So anyway, I find out that about this Great Lakes power outage in 2003. Just about all the gas stations were closed, other than there were some that had generators. And the other thing was they started having to shut down all the stores. They couldn't open them. There was no power. Everywhere was out of power. The one nice thing was I was on a 3-day stretch off of work. And another thing I remember about it, knock on wood, is I have ramen noodles I keep as snacks. I'd eat once in a while, during the afternoon to hold me over till dinner. And I had just purchased, I think it was 3 days earlier, I got 2 big cases of bottled water I had in the closet in my apartment. I lived in an apartment at the time. And for 2.5 days, luckily I had a gas stove, so I could use the stove. It wasn't dependent on the electricity. And I didn't want to open my refrigerator. So I basically had ramen noodles and cooked them right up on the stovetop. And I had 2 cases of bottled water. So I learned from that. And I always keep plenty of ramen, and I do enjoy eating it in the bottled water. But I do remember when that happened and how it affected me. And that's something that I've talked about this a few times with people I met that live like in my area around Metro Detroit, around the Detroit, Michigan area. It's been brought up about that 2003 power outage where power was out everywhere for 3 days. That's one of those significant days in my life I'll never forget about. And it could be 10 years from now and someone could bring that up and I can talk about it and still remember where I was and what happened and all that. Another significant day in my lifetime, and I'm sure you guys, maybe PB the Cool, I don't know. You might not remember this. It might be you were real little, or I don't know. I know you're younger, but September 11th, 2001, here in America. Oh, wow. I remember when those two planes hit the Trade Center. I saw on live TV the second plane hit the Trade Center. And then I was listening to the radio on my way home. And I was like, oh, my God, a plane just hit the Pentagon. This wasn't just some crazy lunatic or group at the time. I'm like, man, America is under attack. Yeah, 9/11. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know about it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you know about it. I didn't know, this is a significant day in our lifetime. If you remember where you were on September 11th, 2001 and what you were doing, and this is one example I'm using, but my story on that date is this. I was just starting a new job and I was doing some training and going over some stuff. And they had one of these like old school picture tube TVs. We were watching some training video and it had the old video cassette recorder thing tied in. And this is back when you didn't need cable and satellite for every stinking thing internet, when you had the antenna on the TV and you could pick up the local channels. So anyway, I was in my training class and I had to do like 5 days of training before I started my new job. And a guy comes rushing in and he's like, I'm sorry to interrupt the training class. We got an emergency here. I need to use the TV. And the instructor looked like, what emergency? And he says, yeah, there's information out on the news. I just got a phone call that some plane flew right into the World Trade Center in New York City. So they turned on, it was like ABC or NBC News, and it was showing the aftermath of the first plane hitting the Trade Center. So I'm watching this live on TV. So, I'm thinking, I've heard before people hijacking a plane and wanting demands, but not crashing it into a Trade Center building. So as I'm watching this news, about like 5 minutes into watching it, I hear, and it was ABC or NBC, like, there's another plane there flying so close. And then they're like, yeah, this is not a replay of what happened earlier. This isn't some video of what happened earlier. This is another plane. And then you hear them say, oh my gosh, because at first they were debating whether this was a legitimate accident or was this a deliberate attack by someone who's suicidal. I mean, we didn't know what was going on. So I saw that second plane hit the Trade Center. And I was like, wow. And in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes later, it might have not even been that. They just released all of us and said, take the day off, go home, see your family, blah, blah, blah. So as I had the radio on in my car and I'm driving home, and then I hear about another plane that hit the Pentagon. And then the other news of the other plane that was hijacked, and they got in that fight and it crashed in the field there in Pennsylvania. And I remember too going to the gas station on my way home after I got home, and they put out another newspaper that day giving as much information out as they could. And I was that rest of that day and night, I was watching Fox News and then flipping over from Fox to CNN, trying to get as much information as I can. And then sure enough, it wasn't rocket science. It was a terrorist attack. But yeah, that's a day I'll never forget, was that September 11th, 2001, where I was, what I was doing. And that's something too. If, I meet people I know or meet someone and the topic gets brought up, I can sit there and say, hey, this was over 20 years ago, but I still remember what I was doing, where I was, and what happened on that day. And significant days in our lifetime could be for good reason, as well as some tragic and sad ones. Third example is a significant day in my lifetime was my last day of high school. I graduated in June of 1993. And I remember one of my friends on that day. So a few things I remember, and then my personal emotions and thoughts on it when I graduated high school. a friend of mine had some firecrackers, and then he lit a couple off as soon as he got out of the door. And when we had our last day here in high school, and man, I remember I went over a friend's house, we partied, but it was why it was so significant to me, not just that I was graduating high school, but it was kind of like I've had years, 12 years of school where I'm so programmed to, 5 days a week, this is my schedule, this is what I do as far as homework and whatnot, and being relieved that this is all over and I'm moving on to another chapter in my life and being an adult and, getting further education and going on. But also kind of like that little bit of nervousness and unknown, like, wow. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that in just a second, PB the Cool. So, any rate, my thoughts on that day, and I still remember, it was a number of different things. It was like, wow, I had so many years of just going to school, and now it's going to change. And even my first year after high school, it felt weird when September came around and I'm not back in school, and then you also get that nervousness like, oh, wow, I'm an adult now. And this is, I got to work for a living. I got to further my education, and it's a whole different ball of wax. It's not the usual routine of just show up to school 5 days a week and get good grades and party and have fun. What I ended up doing was I wasn't sure what I wanted to go to college for. And so I ended up enlisting in the military. And in November of 1993, I enlisted in, what was it? July? Yeah, I think it was July of 1993. I ended up going into the U.S. Army. I was thinking of a couple different services. But when I thought about it and I wasn't sure what I want to go after high school, you go to college. Yes. Yeah. However, I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. And I always had an interest in either going in the U.S. Army or the United States Marine Corps. So I ended up enlisting in the military, which is a good thing. Although I won't be to the point where I hate that when some people say, and I'm a veteran, when people say, everybody should have to go in the military. Some countries like Israel, they make it mandatory. But that's a path I took. And some people take a path of going in the military after high school in different reasons. A lot of people, like PB the Cool says, yeah, college. But yeah, you want to further yourself. But that's a day I remember when I graduated high school, because I had all those different feelings and emotions and, uncertainty, as well as, a lot of things going through me, and being relieved that, all this years of hard work, I was done. But those are 3 different dates, significant days in my life that I remember. And I remember about it, and I can always 10 years from now talk to somebody and still talk about what happened on that date, what I remember. Where other times, somebody will bring something up and I'm like, yeah, I remember that happening, but I forget what I was doing and, about that in general. And these things I won't. But what I would like to ask you guys, it don't have to be not personal. Is there a certain date or day in your lifetime that you remember? And it could be like, maybe it was when you got married, you had a family member pass away and you'll never forget about that date, or it's some achievement you had. But I was just curious if there's something that you guys might want to share as far as a significant day in your lifetime. After high school? No? Nobody? Oh, I only got 3 people on the live right now. But let me take care of this here. Okay. Oh, hey, One Time Savage. I don't remember. Oh, okay, PB the Cool. No problem. My topic, last topic here, I was just talking about was significant days in our lifetime, One Time Savage. And I gave up 3 examples. One was in 2003, they had the Great Lakes area power outage, and the power was out everywhere through the Detroit, Michigan area where I live in Northern Ohio. And that's a day I'll never forget. And I remember what happened and where I was. The second one was September 11th, 2001. 10 years from now, I'll be able to talk to somebody and tell them where I was, what I was doing. And the third one was the day I graduated high school. So, hey, One Time Savage, I just in asking people here on my live stream to talk about a significant day in your lifetime, meaning that, what is that? Oh, dang, D-A-N-G. Okay. Like a significant day, One Time Savage. And it could be whether it was the birth of your son or daughter, maybe when you proposed to your wife, or maybe it could be something tragic. You lost a family member or whatnot. But that's what I mean by a significant day in our lifetime. It's a day, a single day. Maybe it could be 2 days, like the Great Lakes Power Edge. But it's a day that 10 years from now or 20 years from now, One Time Savage, that we will remember. And we could talk to somebody and say, hey, like September 11, 2001, 10 years from now, I could talk to somebody and say, hey, this is where I was. I remember what I was doing when this happened and what I did. You know, a lot of days, 10 or 20 years from now, I'll say, oh, I vaguely remember about that when that happened, but I forget what I was doing when it happened. But a significant day, a day that you remember where you were and when it happened. And I just thought it'd be a great little topic. And if anybody has wants to put an example in the live chat as far as a day they remember, a significant day they remember. No? Okay. Oh, anyway, I'll move on here. I am going to do a second roll call here. I will be doing a tribute video for everybody on my live broadcast. So, One Time Savage, you are a terrific supporter, man. You watch a lot of my videos. You come on my broadcast. So I'm only 14, so I don't have one. Okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. It's just an interesting topic to talk about. Yeah. You know. But anyway, let me put you in here, One Time Savage. Let me go through the list, and if I don't, I got 4 people in here, and if I don't get you on here, I'm going to call off the people I have. Put a comment in there, add me to the video, whatever, or and any rate, and let me write you down. One Time Savage. Okay, tribute video I'm doing for everybody on my broadcast day, and I will put that up later today. I'm doing the second roll call here. I have the Apostle, which I believe he did tell me he left just a little while ago. I got PB the Cool. I have Nate Dogg, Alessa Mentor, and LELIT Elite blogs. And I got One Time Savage. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 4 people still on the chat. You're welcome, One Time Savage. So anyway, that's my second roll call for the tribute video. So anybody watching this live, I want to say this clearly, and I'll speak slowly. I get a lot of comments. Hey, InfoSpot, can you give me a shout out? Put me in your next tribute video. And I reply back, join me, come in my live broadcast, and I'll put you in a tribute video. It's simple as that. So there you go. Because I do get the comments, not from you guys, but once in a while I get the comments. Hey, add me, put me in the tribute video, give me the shout. Well, you got to join me on the live and I'll put you in. So, any rate, that's my second roll call. I will have that tribute video out later today. One more thing before we get into some general conversation. Spoiler alerts. My next video. I will be doing. Yeah, that's it. I have a drink review coming up. I'll probably drop that tomorrow, or the next day. But within the next 2 days, I will have a drink review video coming up on Sky. It's Coconut Sky Vodka. I've had Sky Vodka before, usually Sky Vodka or Absolute when I've had some mixed drinks that call for vodka. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, at any rate, I was at a party store, my favorite party store. It's called Buscemi's in the Detroit area. They make this delicious pizza. Hold on, I got to change my battery in my light. 1 second, guys. This one light I got runs off of batteries, and I can see it getting low. The battery's usually good for a little over an hour on full power. All right, let me turn this on. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm back. I'm back in action. I got my light on here. It's a LED square light, runs off batteries. Anyway, so I'm at the party store, this party store called Buscemi's. They make really good pizza, and I stop in there often, either order pizza or pick a couple slices up. And they have a huge liquor section behind their counter, and on their front counter just below, they put out like they rotate different liquors and stuff. So what caught my attention was this coconut Sky Vodka. Had a coconut thing in it, and I've seen Captain Morgan. It's a rum, and they've made a coconut Captain Morgan for a long time. And any rate, I picked a bottle up of this coconut Sky Vodka and did a drink review of it. And that'll be my next video I'm posting. I do drink reviews once in a while, not as often. But anyway, my next one will be a drink review of the coconut Sky Vodka. And I do have a couple other products, by the way. I will have some more product reviews coming up. Oh, thanks, One Time Savage. I have a couple more of these As Seen on TV products, and I will be shooting some videos on it, on them. And I will be getting that. I'd probably say one of my favorite things to do on my YouTube channel. I love doing product reviews, but I don't want to limit myself to just all product reviews. And I don't want to be, the Consumer Reports YouTube channel, but I really enjoy doing that. And I love looking for and targeting these As Seen on TV products, because a lot of times they make these claims. And some of them do hold up, and some of them is just a bunch of how should I say, nonsense in it. For example, I did a product review on that clapper. I think it was back in March or April, something like that. But anyway, this thing, made it. The commercial was, you probably have heard of this product, and the commercial made it look so easy. Where the old lady's sitting in bed and she looks over and the light's on. She says, "Oh, it's easy to turn your light off. You don't have to get out of bed no more. Just get the clapper." And she goes like this, and all of a sudden, boom, the light turns off. So I go on Amazon. I say, "Oh, I'm going to test this thing out." What a piece of junk. If you watch my video, it said like clap 2 times to activate the first outlet. It's like a 2-piece outlet. Then clap, 3 times. Then on top of this clapper, you'll see it if you watch my product video. The outlet itself didn't even have a damn ground in it. The ground is as you guys probably know, that little round hole, the third one. Okay, One Time Savage, thanks for coming. I appreciate you coming. So at any rate, this clapper doesn't even have a ground part. So if you get something you plug into the thing, and a lot of plugs now all have that, not all, but a lot of them have that third ground feature, like a lot of vacuums, for example, you got to get an adapter for it. But anyway, yes, I love doing product reviews on these As Seen on TV products, because these As Seen on TV products, they love to make these claims, and then I like to put them to the test. But I've had more, how should I word this? Most of my product reviews, the vast majority, I've given thumbs up for. I simply give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, just like I did with those Battle Vision sunglasses. Now, the only thing with the Battle Vision sunglasses, they were As Seen on TV product, I can't verify, is they make a really bold claim that it's one of the best sunglasses on the market with UV protection. I would probably have to go in some laboratory, however they test, as far as testing the UV protection of one pair of sunglasses versus the other. But I did say in my video, I took like everything and made it really dark yellow. I still love my ESPN sunglasses, but yeah, I enjoy doing it. I got a couple more products I'll be doing in the near future, some product reviews, and my next one coming up is the drink review of the Sky Vodka. I got a couple of people left. I got the tribute video. I'll be doing that later today. And then some general conversation here. Anything else I got to add? No. Set my outline over here. Now that I got that out of the way, one person left. Anyway, anything you guys want to talk about, or I got a question? Well, I only got one person left on the live. Like I say, what was it? Oh, yes, I will be doing in the near future a late night show broadcast. And my late night show broadcast I'll do is not going to be so much of talking. It's just going to be having a blast. I'm going to be doing that virtual casino game I have. I think it's made by Holly's, the company, Holley or Y. And I'm going to either do it where I'll have it on my computer screen and broadcast that with my little picture in the corner, or I use the software program where it'll be behind me, the video background right in here, and we'll see it right there. And we're going to have a blast. I'll do that as a live broadcast coming up, and I'll probably do that as a nighttime one, and just something different. I like to mix it up. I don't like to be the same old, when I do a live broadcast. I have the same approach with my videos I do on my YouTube channel, just like I said. I don't like to be doing just, product review after product review after product review. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. But I like to do different things. Like I did, for example, I really enjoyed it, the car dealership browsing. And I went to just about, not all, but every dealership I could find, in my area, as far as different makes from Ford, Chrysler, GM, Cadillac, whatnot. But looking at all the new cars and the price of the car, the mileage it gets, and then giving everybody a good look at the vehicle, the car, the truck, the SUV, and then bringing the camera in so you can see the interior. And I feel that some people found that helpful, because with that car dealership browsing video I did, it was something that, if somebody's thinking of buying a new truck, they could watch that video and get a really good idea of the sticker price, not just from online, but the actual sticker price on the vehicle on a dealership lot, and as well as compare it. Somebody might be thinking of getting a Chevy Silverado, or let's say a Dodge Ram pickup truck, or Toyota Tundra. You can watch those car dealership browsing videos I got. And I mean, I show the trucks, the vehicles, the inside, the outside, and I give the sticker price that's actually on the vehicle, on the lot, along with how many miles per gallon it gets, with the VIN sticker on it. So, that was something I really enjoyed doing. And I think I released the last video on my channel. It was like 2 weeks ago, the part 3 of the car dealership browsing. But I like to do different things, not just be just product reviews or one type of video. And it's not this, that's just me. Okay. There's people that they're in a certain niche, and let's say it could be their YouTube channel is politics. I like the Young Turks. Okay, they're not going to be talking about product reviews or doing prank videos much and stuff. That's their niche. That's what they stay with. That's fine. Just me, I enjoy doing different things, with my YouTube channel, and doing different types of videos and releasing them. So yeah, I'll do some drink reviews and product reviews, but also other stuff as well. One thing I will say this that comes to mind with this COVID-19 that happened, in one way it affected me with YouTube. I did a video, I think it was in late February, and it got a lot of traction, a lot of views on it. I think it was over 500 views on the Detroit Autorama. It was a car show, classic and custom cars. So what I did is I went through with my digital camera and I took a ton of pictures, and I put it together in a video with some music showing all these classic and custom cars. But what I'm getting at is, one of the things I wanted to do with my YouTube channel, which I enjoy doing, is going to a lot of these different shows. And they have different places in Detroit, like event centers. Like they had some boat show that was scheduled coming up last March. There was a golf show that was going to come around, and it was going to be all the latest golf equipment and everything golf. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff. But I planned on doing some more videos of going to these shows and events, like this Autorama show and event. And I have the video on my channel. You can see it, Detroit Autorama. And doing somewhere, I put all the pictures together, as well as actually just shooting video of the show and going around. And a lot of that it's everything put on hold with this COVID-19, because for safety reasons, you can't have an event center with thousands of people walking around in there and keep it safe. And then let's say they do the social distancing, they only allow so many people per aisle that can come in per time when they have one of these big events. Then that becomes a problem with the cost. It costs a lot of money to go to an event center and put on one of these big shows. And when you can only bring in a quarter of the people that you need as far as ticket sales and the money you need to run it, that's been put on the back burner. So that's one thing that has affected my YouTube channel with the COVID-19 and the virus, is some of the types of videos that I'd like to shoot. And I'd really like to do that, go to more events and stuff, and go in there and film and shoot these videos. Oh, why I'm thinking of it too, in Detroit here, they have an event, and I got to check on this. I'll probably check on it today. It's in towards middle of August. There's a big street, a road that runs from Detroit, Michigan, way north into the suburbs, called Woodward. And they have what's called the Woodward Dream Cruise, and it's on a Saturday, and it should be like 2 weeks from now. But this Woodward Dream Cruise, what it's all about, and it's a really cool event, and it is everybody with like old classic cars, custom cars, not just your everyday automobiles, all go on Woodward and they go cruise. So you see stuff from, like, let's say a 1967 Ford Mustang to a 1940 Buick to, let's say, a Corvette, like a newer Corvette, older Corvettes, as well as people have got some of these custom vehicles where, like, these trucks that are way up off the ground. And it's just a cool event, and it's free. And what people do is they come out to parts of Woodward, and you sit on the sidewalk and you bring your chair and you watch all these cars going up and down, and you bring some food and drinks with you. I have to check if they're having it. I think they'll probably have it, because it's not going to be too affected by this virus, because all it is people in their cars, and they're going up and down Woodward, which runs north and south out of Detroit, Michigan. But what would be fun to shoot, similar to the Autorama, is you see so many different classic and custom cars. I'm into cars a lot too. I enjoy it. But if they have that event, I'm going to try to get out there on that Saturday. I'll have to see what my work schedule is. But if I'm free that day, I'll probably call off sick if I have to on work. But I enjoy this Dream Cruise a lot. It's cool. But I'll bring my tripod and my little Sony Handycam out there and shoot a video of it. And it's just a fun time and event. And like I say, I'm into the automobiles a lot. And This Woodward Dream Cruise is very unique. I don't know how many other cities have it, but we've had one time, Jay Leno is a huge car collector, and this was a couple years ago on the Dream Cruise, and he came out to the Detroit area with a trailer and brought like 4 or 5 vehicles from his personal collection, and he had like some 60s Camaro that was like looked brand new, and some other vehicles, and it's even brought out Jay Leno, and other celebrities have come out to the Detroit area for this Dream Cruise event. So that's something I've got to check on here, and I'm going to try to get out there and film this for everybody, this Dream Cruise event. And yeah, that'd be cool. One person still left, and now anyone watching this, I'm getting a tribute video. I'm going to be doing that later today. So all you have to do is join me in my live broadcast. Most of my live broadcasts coming up, I will be doing tribute videos as my way of thanking the people that come on my live broadcast and help support it and keep it going. So yeah, the tribute video, I'll be getting that later today. Everybody who comes on my live broadcast. Let me see, did I miss anything here? I think I got everything. Yeah, where's my outline? Oh, here I go. Yeah, I believe I just went over about everything here on my my live broadcast here today. Oh, a couple other reminders. I'll say this one more time. Not too many people on now, but if you're watching this, I mentioned it earlier. I have an email address that's specifically for my YouTube channel, and that is infospot411, no space, no gaps, infospot411 at yahoo.com. So if anybody has a question for me, or a suggestion, even a complaint, whatever, and you don't want to put it in the comment section, as well as if you just want to contact me directly, you can get a hold of me at infospot411 at yahoo.com. And my email address is specifically for my YouTube channel. So I do check on that, not every day, but at least about twice a week. I check on my Yahoo email address there, and I'll go over that. So like I said, you got a question or a suggestion or even a complaint, you can hit me up at infospot411 at yahoo.com. And as well as I have that posted. If you go on my YouTube channel, the About tab, which I have a brief description of what my YouTube channel is about, and it's right there. You know, you contact infospot411 at yahoo.com. And what else did I have here? Oh, yeah, I talked about the late night show coming up. I will plan on doing some coming up, as well as I'm going to go over some of these software programs to get the a casino night is what I'm going to call it. Instead of late night show, I'm going to have a casino night, which will be us playing the casino game, just having a fun time. I love doing the late night shows. I started out doing late night networking and the late night show, and I will be doing them again. The thing is right now, I have to work with my work schedule. I do have a job. So depending on what my work schedule is, I might be doing the morning show. The past few shows I've been doing the morning show. And as my work schedule, it does rotate and change. I will be going to a night show. So yeah, I will be having some more late night shows. Usually I try to come on around 11:30, and I'll run that sucker to 2 or 3 in the morning, sometimes later, depending on, you know, how many people are there and how things go. But yeah, I will be doing some more late night shows, as well as I will have plans to try to do a casino night show coming up once I look into the software, like I said. That's about it here, and I'll get that tribute video going soon. Let me get a sip of I love this Snapple, by the way. One of my favorite. I love bottled water, don't get me wrong, but the Snapple, one of my favorite drinks. I get the three that I like the most is this is, let me put it where it's the light glare isn't there. Okay, let me just hide that glare. This is the raspberry iced tea one, Snapple. But I like that raspberry iced tea, the apple flavor Snapple, and the fruit punch one. I tried one. I didn't care for too much. They had a Snapple pink lemonade, which I love pink lemonade, but it was a watermelon pink lemonade. And I don't know, it tasted kind of funny. And I love watermelon, but when you're mixing a watermelon flavor and a pink lemonade, but people are always trying to come up with different ideas. But yeah, this is one of my favorite drinks here is, and you probably see me in several live broadcasts, is the Snapple. I got the raspberry iced tea now. Before I end my morning show here in just a little bit, I got two people in here. Is there anything you guys want to say? I have two people left in here. Before I end this, I will be doing a tribute video. If you're not on my list, I got a list right here. Okay. Who's ever left in here, if you want to be in the tribute video, if you're not sure you're on the list, just right now, put an emoji in or just say hello. And if I see your channel here and I don't have you on that tribute video list, I will put you in. So, two people left. If you're here, all you have to do is just type in an emoji in the chat or just say hello right now, and I'll add you to the list if I don't have you in the list for the tribute video. Too easy. It is all too easy. That's all it is to it. Okay, I guess the two people that are still on with me, I got probably PB the Cool or Nate Dogg with the camera. Maybe Wyatt, I'm not sure. But at any rate, I'm sure that I got you guys in here for the tribute video. Oh, you know what? That's right. I got to put Wyatt in here. He was in there for a while. For the tribute video I'll be doing. Yeah, at any rate, that's about it here. And I'll wrap this up here in just a few minutes. Go over everything. Yep. So, I got two people left on here. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me for my morning show broadcast. I will try to see. I'll either be doing a casino night broadcast in the evening hours around like 11 o'clock or so my time coming up, or I might be doing another morning show. I got to see what my schedule holds for me, and do another morning show with some topics and just having some fun. I will be doing both coming up, but I'm not sure right at this time what one I'll be doing next. Either I'll be doing a morning show coming up, or I'll be doing a late night show, and I'll be doing it, calling it the casino night. I'm going to title it Casino Night. Once I get the software set here, I'm going to look into and we're going to do the virtual casino game one night. But one of them will be coming up here soon. I just got to see if my schedule holds. And, that's about it. Later this evening, I'll have that tribute video. I'm going to do that. I'll post it on my channel. So look for that, everybody. Look for that for sure. What I do, by the way, with the tribute video too, is not only is it a way of me saying thank you for coming into my live broadcast, but also too, I like to help you as well. You're coming in here helping me out with my live broadcast. And so this is just one way of getting exposure for your YouTube channels. Because, you do get a lot of people that watch it, and it helps get exposure for your YouTube channel, and that'll help build your channel up being in the tribute video. So that's one thing I'll definitely do is I will get that tribute video out later today and put you in there, as my way of saying thanks and helping you guys out, because you helped me out for sure. Before I end this here shortly, I see I got three people. If if I didn't catch you on the 2 roll calls for the tribute video and you're still here, last chance, just type in hello or put an emoji in the live chat, and I will put you in that tribute video coming up. So if not, I do have my list right here. So if you were here and I didn't get you on one of the 2 roll calls for the tribute video, don't get upset if you're not in it. This is your chance. Just put in an emoji or type hello in the chat, and I'll put you in that tribute video coming up. Anyway, that's about it here for the morning show. I'd like to thank everybody who came on here and hanging out with me this morning. As well, I would also like to say a big thank you, and I do appreciate it as well. Everybody, even if you're not here on my live broadcast and you come and you watch it, that helps me out as well, and I'm very appreciative for that just as much. And like I say in all my videos, and I truly mean it, I appreciate my subscribers big time, okay? I also appreciate people that are watching my videos, and appreciate you guys dropping those likes and those comments on my videos. Man, thank you so much. You know, that all helps. And I like I say, when someone leaves a comment, especially a nice, genuine comment on my video, I do my best to reply back and return the favor as well. I never take for granted people that help support my channel and show me much love. I tell you, I really do. Hey, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, thank you, everybody, for participating in my live broadcast and being here. So until my next live, until my next video, I mean this, stay safe and enjoy life. Have a great day, everybody.